I played an awful lot of team sport over the years, going up through primary school, and the university, and then I stopped, and I just started to get heavier and heavier. I started to get less and less fit, and just didn't feel as good as I used to feel. I'd seen some of the adverts and stuff that come online, on Facebook in particular, and then they started putting up these big huge pop-up stands outside Boots and in the street outside, close to where I worked, and thought, well, I'll maybe have a look at that online. Had a look online and liked what I saw. It was so close to work, meant it was really handy for me to be able to start going, and so that's why I chose Hench. I think it's made me change priorities. I think it means that I'm now more sensible in terms of how I use my time. So the morning times is when I come to Hench, and starting off doing that means that I start the day, I think, in the right way. It allows me to come in, do my work, get home again, and then get into work after that. So that timekeeping, I think, is certainly improved. So for instance, the last test week, I managed to do 130 kilo squat for 3 rep max, and 85 kilos in a bench press, which is my own body weight, which is, daft. Why do people lift their own body weight? So something I'm pleased about and something I'm continuing to improve upon. And from starting off, when I first started back in February of 2016, I'm able to do 17 chin-ups. Playing an awful lot of team sport, and particularly hockey, I never felt like I ever needed to go to the gym. And so coming into something like this for the first time was maybe a bit intimidating, or going to any kind of gym like that would have been intimidating. And so I didn't really know what my goals were. I just knew I wanted to be stronger, I knew I wanted to be fitter, I knew I wanted to be leaner. I wanted to be able to do things like chin-ups and pull-ups. I wanted to be able to do bench press and learn how to squat properly without ever being injured. Going 12-week cycles, and so at the end of each 12 weeks you get a test week, and I found at the end of each test cycle that I am improving. Numbers are improving, but the movement's improving, which is probably more important. So that's something I'm really pleased about.